Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. I'm super excited. NARVIK is finally back. I don't know where he was. I don't ask any questions, but he was on a hiatus and now he's back, and I'm super happy for him. And whatever you did or wherever you were, I hope you had an amazing time, and I hope you're super happy. And I wanted to thank you that that you requested this new marathon. And as we all know, you were one of the biggest supporters when we started out with your marathons, mostly heavy metal, progressive rock, So everyone knows, then everybody knows that if it's a NARVIK marathon, it's going to be pretty amazing. And I see here that we're just going to do 2 songs, but they're epic, progressive tracks. And one from Renaissance, which of course, by now I know pretty much not everything, but a lot, and the other song is by a band that's going to be a first time reaction, To-Mera. And so both from the UK. One is from the 70s and one is from 2012. That is the information that NARVIK provided me with. Very, very few words, but that's what I love, and then we're just gonna dive deep into it. And so again, NARVIK, thank you so much. Welcome back to the channel, and I hope you get a lot of warm welcomes, because I think a lot of people don't know that you're back and watching and requesting and sponsoring marathons. So I appreciate it. I know a lot of people love you. So we're gonna do Renaissance, Ashes Are Burning, and this is from the Ashes Are Burning album, and this is from 1973. All right. And Annie, I guess this must be Annie. We were so lucky that Annie actually wrote a comment on one of our reactions. That is just an honor for us, And I would really love to get the chance maybe to do an interview one day. Who knows, And then we're going to do To-Mera, All I Am. This is from the album Exile, and this is from 2012. So I don't know what kind of prog we're getting into here. I just know that this song is almost 13 minutes, and I'm loving it. So we just did Dream Theater. We did Learning to Live, 11-minute epic. Alexia loved it. But I finally now, feel that she can do longer songs. We did A Change of Seasons, which is 24 minutes, but that was risky, and she liked it because I guess, she was just getting into it, but now she really enjoys it, when she listens to progressive rock and progressive metal or any sort of heavier music, I can really see it in her eyes, and she just understands so much more. Also because she's been playing the instrument, so she kind of like connects the dots, So this is gonna be awesome. So yeah, 2 songs, and one from the 70s, from the 2010s, and here we go. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. Please, if you like the video, give it a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Leave a comment below and let us know, of course, what you think of this. And Renaissance, this is a band that I got introduced to very, very young. I think this was their first album with the song Wanderer. And my mom would always sing Wanderer, and she would put it on, and I loved that music. And I didn't know what it was, but it was Renaissance. Later on, I would ask my mom, what is this band, the song that you would always play, The Wanderer? Oh, that is Renaissance. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that it was progressive rock or anything, but it had like this bum 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 dum dum dum, very classical baroque, a feel to it. And I was just in love with this music because I did really listen to a lot of classical music when I was younger. A lot of Bach, Beethoven, Mozart was always being played, Paganini, Vivaldi, Chopin. I mean, Tchaikovsky. I mean, you name it. We listened to it all. So that was just, the soundtrack of the house, classical music. So when I heard that in like a rock setting, that was like, wow, that's interesting. So yeah, so that was Renaissance. So here we are with Ashes Are Burning. Let's go. And thank you again so much. Here we go with the first song, Renaissance. I hope I'm not too loud. So different mic setup here. All volume.
Travel the days of freedom, roads leading everywhere. Come with me now and show how you care. Follow the dying embers, cross on the paths they lay. Breath of the past, yet yesterday. In your mind, maybe you will find that the past is still turning. Circles sway, echo yesterday. Ashes burning, ashes burning. Colors are fading, starlight, silver the way to find. Walking the shadows there in our mind. Changing the order slowly, leaving the mist of time. Fingers are holding fragments of mine. In your mind, maybe you will find that the past is still turning. Circles sway, echo yesterday. Ashes burning, ashes burning.
So good. I mean, we're just barely like 2 minutes in, but I mean, her voice is like so angelic, so fine, so such a beautiful voice. And then, it must be very, very difficult to harmonize with this beautiful voice, and the key she's in. And man, the bass here already like killing it. I love the piano, very classical. It's just such good music. I mean, it's like I've never heard a bad Renaissance song so far. I don't even know if that's possible. They're just that good. She is the instrument. Ooh. The drumming. Wow. Beautiful change there. Those changes. Okay, I mean, what can I say? There, what I love about Renaissance is yes, they play classical music, classical rock, you know, influenced, I guess, inspired by, and I love that the way they change, you know, the chords sometimes very melodically and very, but from like from major to minor and vice versa in a very so that hits you like a brick, very beautifully. Yeah, very beautiful break. It's just like, wow, they went there, you know, because sometimes when you listen to classical music, it becomes predictable because it has to be in the realm of the rules at that period, right? When you listen to, you know, certain things, of certain you know, concertos or whatever, and of the certain time period that they had certain laws they had to, you know, stick to. And what Renaissance has, of course, they have no laws. There is no, so they can just change it up whenever they want, and that kind of like is oh, wow. So you don't expect it so much, So when they just change like this, and also the time signature and stuff, it's a beautiful thing. Man, this song is so good. I'm gonna send this to my mom. Let's see what she thinks. I mean, she's gonna love it, but I wonder if she would recognize it. I mean, she's gonna read it, so yeah, she'll know what it is. But I wish I could just sit her down and play her this, and like ask her, you know what this is, because she knows that record, that first one. In and out. Let me just like tell you guys real quick what I'm talking about. Maybe you know this album. I think it's the first one ever. Let's see. Where is it? The cover. Maybe they changed the cover. Maybe, let's see. Is it a 69 album? Yeah. Yes. King and Queens. Innocence, Island, Wanderer, Bullet. That's the one that we had. The only one that we had. And that was such a amazing thing to have that, on CD. All right, let's keep going.
Imagine the burning embers. They glow below and above. Your sins you won't remember, and all you'll find there is love.
More volume.
Ashes are burning brightly. The smoke can be seen from afar. So now you're seeing how far ashes are burning the way. 'Cause
Wow. What a great song. Man, so yeah, so it says here about Annie Haslam, 77 years old, just turned, on June 8th. And it says here, this is like so cool because she's best known as the lead singer of progressive rock band Renaissance since 1971, and for a long and diverse solo singing career. She has a 5-octave vocal range. And then also it says here that she's a painter, and my mom is a painter too. Yeah. So cool. Yes, this was just amazing. I mean, every time I listen to her, it's like listening literally to an instrument, like because of that, power she has. But it doesn't sound like it's like not raw power. It's so fine and there's so much control in that voice, And I'm not a vocal. I haven't don't know anything about vocals, how you do them and how, there's a lot of channels that focus on just the vocal cords, and this wonderful thing to know. But it's just, and I'm sure they have a field day, a great field day with Annie, because it's such a joy to listen to her. And the band, I mean, everyone in this band is just wonderful. So much control, and it's just amazing, these guys. All right. So, just like this is the kind of music I'd play all day. I could just listen to this on repeat all day. I would never get tired of it. It's just one, chord progression is better than the next one, and it just keeps evolving into this beautiful thing, like it's just wonderful. Renaissance is one of those bands I would never grow tired of listening, ever. And it must be a beautiful thing for her, listening to her own music. Now, listening to your own music sometimes is, I guess, not as enjoyable as an artist. You tend to be able, you tend to kind of like I don't know, depends on the artist. Maybe there's people that love their stuff, that are very, what's the word? I'm missing the word. That they're just happy with their work. I wanted to use another word, but there's some artists that are very yeah, they criticize themselves way too much. And I know a few, who are, they just listen to other music then, instead of their own. So I guess I would understand. Okay, now let's switch to 40 years into the future, pretty much, or more. My math is off, but I don't know. We're gonna listen to To-Mera, All I Am, from the album Exile, 2012, and I'll pull up the band in a second. But here we go. Enjoy. Let's see if it's something. Maybe it's some Renaissance inspired progressive rock. Let's see. Okay, so this is very, very interesting. I mean, the way it started, first of all, the piano and the acoustic guitars were beautiful. The way they were mixed together and recorded. And then the singing, I was like, oh, wow. So I'm in for a treat here. And then I did not expect any distortion. And then when that kicked in, I was like, okay, we're now taking off. And then I love that, Hammond, sounding keyboard instead of like just using a synth, um, it just gives it some character. Like it gives it that feel like Spock's beard, you know, I don't know. They have like the sound that they preserve, it doesn't sound too metal. I mean, the guitars, of course, yes, they're very distorted, and it's almost like I'm almost pretty sure these guys play 7-string guitars because it's like it's very, very low. But I love it with that very high pitched vocals, and it's just very, very interesting. And now they kind of switched almost into like a jazz kind of like dum, boom, 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 boom. I do have to listen to it more. The bass though, it's almost like he's doing a bass walk here. Really, really interesting. Very proggy. I mean, just more experimental. It's totally different from Renaissance. Renaissance is very classical influenced, and it's very beautiful. But they wouldn't take those like really drastic, changes that are like, whoa, okay, I guess we're listening to jazz now. It's that's what I love about Renaissance. But I also love this because it's like something very unexpected, and we always love change. That's why we like progressive music, because it's like that's the price that we get, for listening. And then they change, and they change the time signature, the chords, and the solo, and it's wonderful. Wonderful band, really, really cool. I'm very, very happy to discover this through you, NARVIK. Thank you. So let's keep going.
Through the earth beneath and the skies above, the skies above, I will run this time with no way out, touching raw flesh with the furry sound.
Reminds me of Opeth a little bit here.
Through sorrow and pain, the only way's forward.
Sometimes like I can just like I don't know, I can just play along, you know. I love that that progression was jazzy. Chef's kiss. It's like, you know, when Mark Knopfler says in Sultans of Swing, he knows all the chords. Thump, bum, bum, bum. You know, I love that going from that classical, you know, almost like, I don't know what he was doing, like these triads, or more like an arpeggio, into these like chords, and then suddenly he was playing like this jazz, you know. Beautiful, beautiful band all around. Great string section. Oh man, it's just, it's like this finger licking good, you know, where you want to like, you know, so good that you it's so good. Oh man, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. All the people that don't know this, you know, you're gonna be like, yeah, 2012 was a good year, you know. Yeah, I'm really surprised what the amount of music that exists that's newer, that's so good, you know. I mean, we get a lot of bands in this vein, you know, like Transatlantic. Spock's Beard is amazing. Let me just like, okay, Andromeda, Agora. Wow. Wow, there's a lot. Vanden Plas, of course, I know from Magna Carta. Adagio. Wow, that's heavier stuff. Circus Maximus is also very heavy. I think they're Latino. Let's see. Circus Maximus, I think. It doesn't say. I can't really click on the band, but this is wonderful. This is just so good. Oh my god, wow. Is that a Spheric Universe Experience? I thought there's a CD by this band called Spiral Architect. Now, be warned, Spiral Architect is very, very, very progressive. Like, it's like almost like a little bit too much for my taste. I love it. I love they only released one album, but that is it literally takes you in a different dimension, and it's like everybody is on just top, you know. But like doing just like stuff at the same time, you know, that's pretty much physically impossible, but they're doing it on their instruments, and they're all doing it at the same time in unison. So it's just insane. Like, but if you want to listen to something very, very insane, listen to Spiral Architect. But yeah, let's keep listening to this. But it was just like right now, I was like almost speechless. I didn't know what to say, and then, you know, I come up with all this nonsense about Spiral Architect. So here we are. Let's keep going. That drumming though, that now I can't do it, of course, but the Jesus, why does it have to end? I'm almost depressed now. You know, when music is this good, I wouldn't mind if it was 25 minutes, the song. Just keep going, you know, at this pace. I'm saddened that it's over. But then again, I could just play the next song. but I mean, just like if music is this good, then just keep going, man. I'm right here, you know. Nowhere else to be right now. But this was amazing. Both tracks just wonderful. Great choices here, NARVIK. Man, you've been missed. I tell you that, you know. This was amazing. Yeah. Very, very good. Thank you so much. Let me know, please, 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 please. You know, let's get at least 50 comments, and not by the same people, please, by different people. If you listen to this, please let me know what you think. Honestly, I want to know your honest, opinion. And of course, I know most of the people that watch the channel know Renaissance, but what about this new band? Please let me know what you think. So, but yeah, that would be a cool challenge, you know, like 50 comments, unique comments, from one person each, you know. But you guys can, of course, talk and everything, you know. If it goes to 100, even more, because I've just seen also videos that get a lot of comments, get more views. They get more, not more views in the sense of, they just get pushed out more by YouTube into the, whatever it's called, algorithm. So yeah, so comment as much as you want, you know, and if you really like something, comment on it. I don't know how it works. If it's the same person, if a same person leaves 10 comments, that doesn't work. There has to be a, you know, a conversation going on, and then YouTube is like, oh, this is like, you know, attracting a lot of people. They're talking, you know, so do that, you know, if you really like something, you know, start a conversation. This was wonderful. Thank you so much, NARVIK. Wonderful. Vielen, vielen Dank nochmals. I'm gonna say it in German. Wunderbare Musik. Wirklich super gespielt. Einfach geil. Sehr geil, wie man sagt in Deutschland. But yeah, this was just amazingly good. Thank you so much. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the channel. Again, still, even though at 101,000 subscribers, I can't believe it, still 80% of people are not subscribed. I don't know why. It's just how the way it is. We're not the only channel with that problem. That's just a common thing, I guess, you know, but you know, we can't have everything. So again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one.